Yeah. There we go. Where were we? Obstacles. That's right. I was streaming to the wrong thing on YouTube. I was streaming to the streaming to the wrong thing on YouTube, so it was coming in to the title of it and the thumbnail and all that were like restreaming with multi-streaming with restream instead of the actual thing that they're supposed to be. Okay, so that's not where I want it to be. Right, let's take a drive. Let's take a drive down this thing and see where we're at. Oh, hey, I forgot. I'm using this truck. Alright, hold on. Should I have the lightning start immediately? Or only at a certain point? I need some other kind of obstacles for the beginning. Because it only makes sense to have the lightning start at a certain point during the realm. I need some kind of a sound here. I need sounds in this vortex. Oh, crap. I was probably sounding a little bit distant. My mic wasn't in the right spot. That should be better. Okay. Let's ramp it up then. I think I've got to increase the speed for this part. It's just a little bit too slow. Yep. Just crunching on some... Oh. Oh, shit. Okay. It's very sudden, very sudden. I feel like a lot of the reason it seems slow is because of the lack of music. Because it's hard to work with music going on in the background, so I usually just mute it. Oh, jeez. Alright, that gets tricky. I like this. Challenge definitely at an adequate level here. I'm definitely a fan of where the level is at this point. I'm liking that difficulty level. But the first part, it needs something new. Obviously, I'm going to keep up with the lightning past here, wherever these beams or pillars are. And I need to find some way to make it I don't know, more challenging in the beginning. That I'm gonna have to fix. That I'm gonna have to fix. Alright. That's what playtesting's for. You know, alright, yeah, that's kind of fair. I feel like it should be faster or something at least, right? I at least wanna mess with the I at least want to mess with the like ambience. I want to have some sort of like a crackling lightning in the background. Oh, hey Spotfire, how you doing? And if you'll notice, I've got a, hold on, I'm gonna change the settings here. All right, what do we got? Brightness, contrast, exposure. No. I feel like -5 is about the right level. That's about right. Keeps changing and the background shows up. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so I want to have maybe a little bit extra speed. Maybe not though, because then I'd have to keep that. So I want an audio object. Ambient audio. No. There's got to be an anim. I'll just put the audio on here. I'll just add an animation that does nothing and then put some animation audio. Rotation axis 0, rotation magnitude 0, delay, duration, nothing. Default action is play. Yes, I want it to loop. Ambient loop. Ghost laughs. These are large. All right, let's see what this does. So let's take the car and then let's put it right here because I feel like it's good up until that point. Distance Advent calendar signups are open in the Discord now, huh? Maybe I'll just do Swamp Realm for DAC 2 or Metro finally. So it does play. So it does play. Okay. So we want one of the particle effects here. There we go. Oh, it's this road. Center point. No, I'm not going to release this for DAC. This is for the tournament. I'm working on this so we have a decent Storm Realm for the tournament, because that was one of the main complaints last time we did it, was that some of the realms were just kind of weird, not built right for it. So I'm going to release these for the tournament. Alt pauses the chat on Twitch. Thank you for your criticism, although less than constructive. Not sure exactly where to go with that. When I make something not shit, do I avoid like brown colors? Like what's the direction here? What's the feedback? Like, it's one thing to say it was awful and you hated it. Sure, yeah. I mean, that's expressing your opinion, but don't expect things to get better if that's all you say. You're brown in chat, Newt. I feel like I should let you know. I need some kind of lightning. That's actually pretty good. Oh, Swamp hasn't been updated in forever. There aren't very many good versions of it around. It just needs a whole lot of time. It's so many small things need fixed on it. I just don't even know where to start. I need lightning. So I need the sounds, but I don't necessarily need the effects. Yeah. Lasers, no. No, that's not going to work. What other sounds do I have? That's obviously not it. Mode. Ambient. Loop. Yeah. I'll agree that my old Swamp is nowhere close to what I'd consider good. Just kind of thrown together. That's one that's the closest, I feel like, to lightning. Let's try this one. Just see what happens. That's all that is. There's actually a gay fanfic about me? Oh, lovely. I do now. Start updating Swamp Realm. Will you make the Caterpillar and Driller Hyperpods to make them more movie accurate? Yeah, I'm gonna have to update the Driller Hyperpod, but I've actually already got a Caterpillar. I'm just gonna use Pines' Caterpillar Hyperpod and do the same thing I did with the Dragster. These are one shot. Okay. Ambient one shot. How about lightning? That actually works fantastic. I didn't even intend to do that. So I'm going to change this to 0.1. Actually, let's do 0.2. And then change this to... no, wait. Ambient, one shot. And then I think lightning is in here. Now you can hear it in the background, and the closer you get to the middle, the louder it gets, but there isn't any actual lightning effects. I like this much better. I like this much better. Yeah, I actually broke it because I tried to update it once, so I went over this when I published that video saying why I was discontinuing the project. Distance is a 32-bit game. Ignition is just too big. That's it. That's literally it. It's just like too big. And the map would just crash if I tried to update it, so I couldn't push the updates. I was trying to update the models for the Caterpillar Hyperpod and the Driller Hyperpod. Something came up. I got distracted. Didn't happen. Okay, so that's done. Now, what I need to do is I need to fix this part when you rejoin. Let's make sure this still works for the Hyperpod. Car. You know what? That's fine. This works fine. Dang. Well, there that goes. Wait, you're saying what? Make the loop bigger. I'm gonna have to add some force zones if you want the loop to be bigger. Hyperpods are just finicky, not necessarily complex. Yeah, when I get finished with it, it'll effectively just be like it was in Ignition, just better, just like cooler. Okay, so that's fixed, maybe. Did I make a drone HQ map? I did not. I haven't. That would take a while. Alright, now we're going to finish laying out all the extra obstacles. Bunch of these, and then what are these, I wonder? These are groups. That's very helpful. Lovely. Well, see, if I make it faithful to the movie, the gameplay is going to suffer. That's just a fact. I can't make it good gameplay wise and make it faithful to the movie. I got to compromise somewhere. I'd rather compromise on the gameplay side of things, because the first couple of times the nostalgia wears off, and then it's just like, is it a good map? Usually the answer is no, if it's actually faithful to the movie. This is actually just the Storm Realm from Ignition. I never released it by itself. This is mostly No Esophagus Boys work as far as the track work is concerned, and a majority of it is the track work. It's just track work and particle work. I did a little bit of fine tuning and editing, but I'd say probably a good 80% of the actual layout was completed before I even got my hands on it. Its layout is pretty similar to the No Esophagus Boy Storm Realm, but it doesn't have the physical objects on the track to make the arrows, since I'm just using the track texture here. I see no reason to put effort into 2 maps. That takes time. It takes a lot of time. And I don't have that time. So you're either going to get me working on both maps and then neither one is going to get released, or I'm going to work on the one thing and it'll compromise. Okay. Loop bigger. I'll make it a bit bigger. Not too much. How's that? Is that nice? Is that good size? First things first. Yes, in time. This stuff takes a while. Hopefully, it should get done, actually, now that I'm doing this instead of just hosting distance hobbies. That should actually... I've made more progress on Realms in the last week than I have, like, ever before, just because I've been committing time to them, and that's a hard thing to do unless I'm in a routine. All right, cool. I'm going to put Force Zone right here. And it is going to be going this way. And then I'm going to duplicate it, put one right here. Then I'm going to grab the car on the track layer. Why are these on the obstacles layer? These should be on the track layer as well. Yeah. Oh, one thing I am going to do. One thing I know I forgot to do. I'm going to need a shake like a rumble zone. Cool. Power Edge is getting an interior, huh? That's exciting. Okay. And so radius, let's do 50. Just keep turning that up. Let's do 200. Right here. Side. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Camera shake intensity. Let's do... Let's see. Let's test it out. Because I always feel like this part on all the storm maps is just not as intense as it should be. Because you're helixing around this giant storm. It should feel intense. You know what I mean? Let's do 0.5 and then turn this up a little bit more. I'm not getting any shake. 0.5 does not shake at all. That doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right. So that wouldn't be a force zone, Nick. That would be, sorry, I'm late answering your question. That would be a gravity trigger. The issue with those is that if you don't hit the other gravity trigger later on, you keep your speed boost. It's a toggle on and off. So you either have to crash or you have to enter another like zone for that to work. Let's do 5. Let's see what 5 does. Nothing. All right, something's wrong. Something's wrong. I can feel it. Whenever that happens, this is what I gotta do. Yeah, no, he was above. He was above you. Big force cube. The ideal way to do that would just be to increase gravity on the entire track. But when you mess with the distance physics, you've got to basically tweak the gameplay of the entire track to make up for it. So it gets tricky. Driving right through the center of this. Nothing. Something's going on. Something's going on here. I'm not sure what. I'm going to go ahead and Halloween 2020. How did I set it up here? Oh, did you play the map, by the way? Because this got finished. It's done now. It turned out very spooky. Much spooky. Spookalicious. How did I do this? Camera shake zone. So was the animation the thing that did it? Huh. Where'd I put the car? I'm just going to copy this. Copy the camera shake zone. Boop. Oh, I just increased the scale and not the actual radius. Okay. Alright. That's that. I don't think I need the animator. I don't think I do. So then I get within range. The camera starts to shake a little bit. I like it. I like it. And then it shakes more the closer you get to the middle. The closer you get to the middle, the louder the lightning strikes get. Nice. And then it clears up. All right. Okay, now let's take that loop again. Woo! Oh boy. And then you think things are going to go back to normal. But BAM! Lightning! All over the place. Oh no! Oh shit. Ah! That didn't work out. Okay, now I just got to finish placing the obstacles, and that should about wrap itself up. Okay, so do I have... Does it stretch out over here? It does not. Maybe I'll add a few lightning strikes. Let's see how it works. Because my issue with it before was that the lightning strikes weren't vertical. Let's add that one. And let's give it a shot. Let's see how it works. I'm not going to put any strikes until the track gets completely horizontal. Huh. That works okay. Yeah. That works okay. Yeah, I gotta finish it first. Much better. So middle. Let's do this side. One right there. And then a few with increasing frequency here, here, and here. Right there. I think Mattel is pretty much done with accelerators by this point. I've expressed that opinion many times. But there's always going to be people holding on to hope. Yeah, who knows? Maybe one day. I doubt it, though. Okay, so the first two have got to go. Because they're not right. First two and the last one, they gotta go. They're not at the right angle. I don't know. I'd feel bad if they brought it back and it wasn't as good as the originals. Like, if you need a fix of something, just go watch Battle Force 5. That's close enough. But people don't like it for whatever reason. I guess, even if it isn't good as the originals, I'd say shouldn't be brought back. Unless it's the same crew, unless it's the same design team. The soul of it is missing. I haven't watched a whole lot of Battle Force 5, so I don't really know what it's about, honestly. Hey, it's Axel. Yeah, I've got a very short section that I've got to populate with obstacles. And then I think I'm done. I can't really see anything else I need to do. Oh yeah, I got to put the accelodrome in and the other start zones. After that, then I'll publish and I'll use the remaining hour and a half to work on the storm realm. Okay, so that one doesn't have the obstacles because it's the Hyperpod route. Yeah, there's a whole thing, what with some people believe Battle Force 5 is better than Accelerators and the other way around. I don't care, either way. I don't know much about it to, even judge. I should probably watch it first before developing an opinion, because I have not ever watched it. I've seen bits and pieces. Now it's just like, oh, it's kind of cool. I probably would have kept watching it. If at the time it came out, I had like TV access to the channels that it was on, because that was the main thing. I didn't really have like Cartoon Network or other like main channels when I was a kid, just because they were too expensive. My parents were just like, nah, it's unnecessary, it's just TV. And I was just like, all right. It wasn't a hill that I was prepared to die on. I was more than happy just like doing stuff on the computer. And yeah, at the time I was just like, I would ask sometimes, but it was just always very weak arguments and I didn't really care. I do watch some animes. You know what's really good? Witchblade. Do you know what I think ecchi is the type of anime it is, where it's basically just like tits and ass. You know what I mean? That's the main like premise, I guess you'd say, of the show. It is surprisingly touching. Yep, that's the type of anime it is. That's the genre. Hits you right in the feels, though. Like you start watching, you're like, oh, that's pretty cool, right? And then you get a little bit further, like, into the show, and then, man, the ending. I'm not going to spoil anything. It's cool. It's a cool premise, and it's a single run, like, serial, so it's not like you'll be investing too much of your time. Fire Force? What's Fire Force about? I've been getting into, it's cool? Mob Psycho. Mob Psycho is cool. Like, it's just different, you know what I mean? From a lot of other anime. And One Punch Man, kind of similar vibes, but not as emotional, I guess. One Punch Man is mostly just kind of like a less like character development, more whatever else. One Punch Man, huh? You'd call it slice of life? I don't know if I'd call it that, honestly. Wow, too much information on anime. Yeah. One Publishing has One Punch Man and Mob Psycho. I mean, just looking at the style that they're drawn in, it's pretty easy to tell. Similarities are pretty obvious. People start randomly bursting into flame? Fire Force is like firefighters that kill infernal people, while also trying to solve the mystery about human combustion. Run by a church that praises the sun? That is kind of gamer. I would even go so far as to say that's really gamer. That's a very interesting premise. Honestly, though, a good premise can be ruined by poor execution. But, I mean, that's a given. Everybody knows that. Maybe I'll check it out. I've got TV subscriptions and stuff now, so I'll look into it. If I got time. I probably don't have time. I'm doing too much stuff. Always going places and doing things and talking to people. It sounds like a cool anime. Honestly, Witchblade probably isn't as good as I think it is. It's mostly just the fact that I watched it as a kid and then now I'm rewatching it and I'm just like, oh yeah, and like I remember caring about it, so I don't have to get invested again. I could just be like, yeah, I remember why I watched this. You know what's cool? Berserk. Berserk is cool. I don't know why I got so invested in Berserk. Like, just the anime, not even the manga. Because apparently the manga is still going, even though the anime is, like, stopped. Yeah, no, not the 2016 Berserk. 2016 Berserk is ridiculous. It's too funky. Okay. That's that stretch. It's more like Weebfest 2016. How many of these animes are actually new? Horimiya is going to air January. Romance mangas. You know what's cool? Anohana. Have you ever watched the Anohana anime? Man, I tell you, that's slice of life that's done right. My girlfriend got me into it. She was just like, we gotta watch this. And I was just like, looks kind of, it looked boring, because I'm used to watching shit like One Punch Man. I was just like, what's the premise here? And she was like, oh, it's basically like a group of friends that, reconnect after all these years, after like a group of, like one of their members dies because one person can see like her ghost. And I'm just like, okay, sounds interesting. I'll watch it. And then I did. And I didn't expect that I would cry as much as I did. It's sad. Kind of. I think the ending is nice. Jeez. Yeah, slice of life punches your heart. Yep. My main cardiac vessel turned into a punching bag for the writers of the show. I was just like, why? Why 1 or 2 so far. You know, everybody says 2 like sucks in comparison to 1. Honestly, I like them both. They're good, but in different ways. I don't know how to explain it. Like, yeah, I don't know. No serious preference. 2 I don't know. 2's got a different feel. It's not bad, though. Thanks. I wear this hat most of the time when I'm outside because my eyes are weak. I've got very light sensitive eyes, and where I live it's very bright all the time, so I've got sunglasses, and then I've got the hat, and then, you know, the headphones. So the nonverbal signs I'm giving to the rest of the world are don't look at me, don't talk to me. So sounds nice. Must be nice living up north, except for, you know, all the cold and the rain and the ice and all of the other, you know, bad things that aren't nice. Except for the things that aren't nice, it sounds nice. Must be nice. His mind was blown that it's always dark and cold. Yeah, those northern latitudes, sometimes the sun doesn't even rise. Dr. Disrespect in disguise? Who's Dr. Disrespect? Is he like a Twitch streamer or something? I know that name. I don't know where from. He doesn't sound like a gentleman, I'll say that. Dr. Disrespect, what kind of a name is that? That's a man who doesn't care what the world thinks of him, I'll bet. Unless it thinks he's, you know, not respectful, I guess. That probably could have been phrased much more coherently. Alright, I'll try and get it a little bit. Yeah, that's a nice thing about these tracks being small. Could you imagine placing all of these by hand? That would take ages. That would take an eternity. Honestly, that's one thing that I wish I had done in the Metro realm, because the traffic is kind of haphazard, because I just copied and pasted it. So hopefully when I redo that, it'll turn out a little bit better. Well, it'll be moving traffic for starters. He was quite a big streamer, but got banned because of some reasons. Oh! He lives in Tejas, huh? He's a Tejan? Very interesting. Turning a DeviantArt comic about Ash from Pokemon living with Mew and Mewtwo into a YouTube series? It's good voice acting too, which is hard to find on YouTube nowadays. Yeah, no, there's just too many people doing stuff that, you know, the ones that are most of the time not good. I'm trying to be good at voice acting, but not probably very good, or at least not nearly as good as I could be. That's actually part of a Warframe themed project that I'm working on, is trying to get like some larger community effort, what with you know, voice acting, getting lines for everybody, directing something like that, putting it together. Hey, Bonnie Ruth, $10, cool. Thoughts on possibly making a how to download for Hot Wheels mechanics? I just really didn't know about it, but yeah, I could put some videos up. It's pretty straightforward. Most of them are, most of the videos for downloads just involve grabbing old copies of the discs off of archive.org. In fact, here, one sec. Check this out. Just watch. Mechanics. All right, let's try. Oh, wait, this is a Wayback Machine. We want software. All software. And then we want CDs, so Since it's as old as it is, all we need to do is download the CD online. There it is, right here. So ISO image, that's what we want. It's only 80 megs. So I'm going to put it here. No. I'm going to put it on F. Here. Mechanics. File type. Yeah, whatever. So yeah, that's basically all there is to it. Let's just download the ISO image real quick. Bam! Towards the end of the stream, I'll show you how to install it. It's super, super straightforward. And then I'll condense it into a video. So to start on the project, I want to just like get everybody comfortable doing, working together. So I'm going to write just a sample script as soon as I find the time, and then have it proofread, and then filter it through the layers, get footage, get some voice lines, and Krendar plans on joining if you get a better mic. Yeah, this actually wasn't all that expensive. The mic itself was, I think, $30. It was actually surprisingly good quality. I mean, you could hear that now. Not what you'd call professional quality, but very close, especially for $30. Most professional quality mics are like $180, $200. So for what you pay, pretty good deal. And then the mic stand, pop filter, that was also, I think, $20. Although I live in the US, so prices may vary depending on where you're from. But you can find this stuff for pretty cheap. That's all you really need. You just hop it onto the side of the desk and then just learn a little bit about Audacity. You don't even need to learn all that much. As long as the audio is, clean and there's not a whole bunch of background noise. That's the main part. That's the main point. Yeah, I could. I guess I could just do, I could just record the, how to like install Hot Wheels mechanics, just like really quickly. One thing is, do you need anything in Warframe? Because, no, you don't need anything. The way the acting is done is basically someone hosts and then everybody joins, and then you can set up cameras and stuff and then record little clips of footage of people moving places or shooting people or like sliding, and there's slow motion, a bunch of other effects. It's a little bit complicated, but not too hard. Only the person hosting needs to have gear and equipment and items and stuff like that. Yeah, that's fine. You don't have to join immediately. I'd just like to get this thing off the ground. Look at that, it's off the ground. Mission accomplished, folks. Alright, here, really quickly, let's... Mechanics. Then we right-click on that, select drive letter and mount. Bam. It's like I've got the CD off Amazon. Then you hit... setup. There we are. Internet Archive is so great for so many things. Yeah, I've got like 5 hard drives. %. I'll come back to that later. All right, so now we've got to set up Lightning on the helixes. So let's copy this. I want to have 1, 2, 3 per loop, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 at every junction. So first one, loop 1, 2, 3, and then right here, let's have one right in the middle. Yeah, sometimes there's stuff you got to mess with, like compatibility mode. Most of the time I just try a bunch of stuff all at once and hope 1 or 2 things work. And then if they do, I'm just like, all right, well, this is how you do it apparently. One, 2, 3. Post Malone. Is that right? Maybe we're related. Who knows? Oh, yes. One right in the center. There's no way you can even see that. That's great. I'm keeping it. I should put... That's actually a fantastic idea. I should put one right at the center each time. Yep. Oh, yes. Nice. How do you talk? I don't know. I just talk about whatever's on my mind. Unless you're calm, you don't really talk. Like, well. That's the main thing. So just, like, chill. I guess get high before, maybe. Yeah, nothing on your mind. It doesn't have to be on your mind. Talking is kind of a reflex. I don't really think about what I'm saying, which makes me say some stupid shit sometimes, but other times it works out pretty well. 1, 2, 3 here. One, 2, 3 here. Bam! Right in the middle. What are you going to do about it? Nothing. Oh. Oh, it'd be very... Wait, what? That would be very illegal. Oh, all right. Sometimes I take living in Colorado for granted. Okay, got obstacles there, there. Missing them here. Yeah, all right. LSD. It's actually decriminalized in Denver. So, not legal, but not illegal either, which is a weird classification. You can't sell it, but you're not going to get arrested for having it. Yep. No, they're doing that in a lot of other states too. Psychedelic drugs, at least. It's funny. Drugs won the war on drugs. Oh man, yeah. Imagine if Acceleracers earned as much money as the Barbie franchise did. There would be Acceleracers toys on every shelf, like for a while. Barbie's just a successful toy. Like that's the main reason there's as many movies and shit. Oops. Yeah, that's how it used to be in the US, but then people figured out that you can make a lot of money on weed, and also it doesn't make sense to have alcohol legal and weed not be legal. So, changed it. And honestly, things have pretty much stayed the same. I mean, I was friends with a lot of potheads before, but now I'm friends with even more potheads. Because there's more pot. And better pot, too. Holy shit. Like, it's like Walter White started, like, like a cannabis business. That's what it feels like sometimes. Is it Walter White is just, like, on that shit, you know what I mean? It's, like, chemically distilled cannabis. It's just like Walter White levels of purity, like Breaking Bad type shit. Minus, all the drug lord shenanigans. Since you could just buy it in stores. Just like grow houses and stuff. Ministry of Health said it should be decriminalized, all psychedelics, but our politicians say something like, no, it's dangerous and bad. Yeah, public opinion actually shapes policies more than what's right or wrong or true or false, regardless of what the reality is. Public perception is the main driving factor. If you can alter public perception, then that's actually really powerful. That's a really powerful ability. That's why celebrities get as much media coverage as they do, is because they have like a voice to say like weed is good or weed is bad or I don't know, buy my movies or whatever. And that actually ends up changing laws because they have a really big audience and people trust them and they're just like, well, shit, if Johnny Depp says it, there must be something to it. And that could be either good or bad, depending on what exactly they're talking about. Oh, shit. Yeah, it's nice talking to you, Spotfire. Thanks for hanging out, man. Psychedelics are the up and coming, like, favored drug. I mean, it used to be weed, but weed's just too boring now. Next is gonna be some crazy shit. Snuggled with it. What is it? What is a Torita bread? I don't know. Some bread sounds comfortable. Torita bread sounds like that hard French baguette type bread. That doesn't sound like it particularly. Forcia, the taco bread? Oh, ouch. That sounds hard. Not in a difficult sense, but like that they'd just be like very hard to do. Because the taco bread is like firm. Wait, the soft taco bread? Oh, tortillas. It's not bread. Those are tortillas. Oops. That's that. That's all the obstacles, folks. It's done. I got all the obstacles done. Now I just need to get the... Okay, is this the exit? Do I have a exit zone in here? There we go. And I'm going to use this one. And there we go. Although I am worried that it not putting you, like it not spitting you back in the accelerodrome will subtract from the experience. So when I release the oh yeah, wow. Jeez. Yeah, be careful about amphetamines. That shit can change the way you think just as much as like psychedelics can. But psychedelics tend to mellow you out. Speed and meth and shit like that fuck you up. I don't know anybody who got mellower after doing meth. Except for one friend, actually. I do know someone. But it was mostly because I don't exactly know what happened. And frankly, I'm not sure if I'm really comfortable asking. Seems kind of personal. Wow, nice. Nice. That's pretty, bro. That's a dealer who cares. You can't keep making money if all of his customers are in jail. Look at that. Look at that. Ain't that pretty? Look at all those obstacles. That's a shit ton of obstacles, dude. Or dead, yeah. Yep. Makes good business sense. Alright. I'm going to put some more caps on this road. Track. And since these are now going into a four-way intersection, I've got to cap these. Jeez. Wow, much better. All right, nice. Now those transitions don't seem as jagged. 70 Roadrunner Spinebuster. Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, that'd be cool, man. That'd be pretty gamer. All right, most of the way finished with this, and it's only 5:11. I've got 50 minutes left, so time to just finish up, do a bit of light play testing, and then release it into the wild. I'd do Roadrunner. 70 Roadrunner. That seems like it would probably be better with the steampunk style. Spinebuster's already kind of steampunk, you know what I mean? So like, not steampunk, but just like hard metal. Okay, one last thing. I need a music trigger. Right here. Okay, so not a one-time trigger, and yes, we want to stop previous music. Okay, so do we have an entrance? Yeah, that's what I mean. Like Spinebuster's got a furnace. Like that's pretty steampunk. Like on a scale of not steampunk to like pretty steampunk. It's pretty steampunk. Not enough bolts. Yep. You just add bolts and then bam, steampunk. Add bolts and like put a vinyl of like I don't know, Gwendolyn's Tavern on the side, and then done. Yeah, just sharpen the edges. Easy. All right, custom. Okay, entrance portal. Okay, and then car. Wait a second. Needs to be pointed more towards, rotated towards the, I know what I'm talking about. All right, straight onto it. There's the music. Okay, I'm liking this. The music adds kind of a prelude. Yes. Yes, I like this. Steampunk tournament would be pretty cool, honestly. All right. So gotta grab the start zone from here. Uh-oh, that's too many. Don't need that many. And then, where do I have it pop out? There's Biodome, Warp Anchor, Exit. So, ID is 4. Okay. Okay. Also, yes. Yes. I like what I did here. I did good. I did a good here. Because of the rocks. I did it good. So start box. Hyperpod. Oh wait, start box is different from all the different headquarters. Honestly, I kind of don't like the start box thing here. I want to change this for ignition. I probably won't have time to get to Swamp before I end this. That's fine. 4 hours. It's the right balance of time for working on a storm. How can I make this better? Because this is effectively what I need. It's kind of bare bones, though. Maybe a tunnel. Yeah. 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 That's what I'll do. Let me... Okay, so I'm copying this. So I've got this and this. Got the Racing Drones. I'm pretty sure I got the Racing Drones logo in my custom. Yep, there it is. Do I have this? Yep, there it is. Do I have this? Yep. I know exactly what I'm going to do. I know exactly what I'm going to do. First things first. Gotta hop over to asset building. And this. Let's go on archive. All right. No. Nah. I need models, cars, textures. What have I got here? Lava, HDRI. I have assets, right? Apparently not. This is good. This is also good. That was not as good, though. There we go. That's more like it. I'm going to do this one first because I feel like it's going to be harder. Okay. All right. So, tape. Rotation, 0. Scale is 0. There we go. Yeah, that's the only way you can really get custom images and stuff in distance, is to print it out like this. And it works, so. And here's this, and this, this, and this goes here, and this. There we go. That should do. All right. Mostly done. And that does that pretty well. That's mostly got it. Ooh, that's close. Yeah, no, don't worry about it. I'm with you there. I got it. I feel like that is pretty much it. There we go. I'd say that's about got it. All right, let's take a look at what we got. Nice. My room was invaded. I say that's pretty good. Yeah, that's recognizable. All right, and then I'm going to shift this over to shadeless. Make that cyan. Nice. Not perfect, but that's pretty good. Actually, there's one thing I'm going to change right quick. I'm gonna make this parallel. Wait, can I? Can that be parallel? What? They've come off! Oh no! The spline notes have come off! Oh no! Oh no! I've done it now, boys. Oh, is it still in a group? Still thinks it's in a group. That still thinks the nodes are in a group. Okay. Alright, now it's working. Whew! Nah, I don't need you. Yeah, this'll do. X, Y, and then Z. Teku logo, inspect children, combined. Shift that over to shadeless. Once again, cyan. You know what? That is good enough. It's a little bit wonky, but what is perfect? People will only be looking at it for a second. Why beat myself up over it? Yeah, I might use the Slam Ram Hyperpod for something. Might use it in the Storm Realm even. Because that's the only... That and the Water Realm are the only two places it's made an appearance. You thought I was out of food, didn't you? No such luck. The can? You mean... this can? Nothing anymore. It's empty. It's tree tap, though. Sparkling tree water. It is 100% pure plant-based hydration, sustainably sourced from Vermont trees. Does that answer your question? All right, now here's this. This is actually probably exactly the right size. Custom. I've got that now. Lovely. Love it. All right. Tape. And now more of the same. this, I'm thinking probably just going to do various things like this. Though it might actually make sense to yes, I like. Cavern. Oh yeah, it appeared in Cavern too, huh? They sell sparkling water in a can a lot of places in the US. It's actually kind of a fad. It's become a meme that college students like drinking White Claw, which is basically just hard seltzer. That corner here, and then this right here. Perfect. Excellent. Yeah, last time there were a good amount of people watching on Twitch. That's probably just because I was doing exciting things with the Hyperpod. But now it's back to, the boring, regular, mundane necessities of level editing. All right. That's it. Yep, they've left you all alone, Newt. No, there's a way to do this. Bam! Let's do kind of a dark red. Once again, not perfect, but good enough. Is it in there? All right. Whew. All right, 19 more minutes to go. Next weekend. This tournament. Oh. Uh-oh. Music. Can't have that. Not on my level editor stream. What do I want to call this? I want to call it... just 0, 0. All right, and I'm going to have a accelerodrome layer, drones HQ layer, sensors HQ layer. All right, save. Let's grab them. They should all be intact. The latest one I published, I think, was Ice Realm. Uh-oh. That's not the button I meant to press. I accidentally deleted everything. Now to wait. That'll take a while. Let's undo that. I think you can rebind Alt to something more convenient if it keeps pausing the stream chat. And I think, yep. Copy. Paste. Bam! All right, so I got to switch this out with something new. New and exciting. Visible start zone. This is what I got so far. Boring. But I can make it cooler. Wait, what? We already got a biodome? Fog distance. Yeah, these fog values. Ugh. Doing some sweet aeronautical tricks here. What am I doing? I'm supposed to be fixing the fog. Nice. All right. View, fog. So that's the fog. Let's go ahead and sky far. Push that up a little bit. Biodome. Biodome here. Enable fog. Fog height relative. Fog density. 0. Problem solved. That's that one. Night, Newt. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hanging oot. And that's that one. And then this is this one. Fog density. Nothing. Okay. No problem. See you again, man. I got 12 minutes left in the stream. Now, what could I do in 12 minutes, you may ask? A number of things. Most importantly, I can blow your minds. Oh yes. Oh yes. I'm gonna change the start zone to all the way over here. Oh yeah, I've got to test from the start zone if I want to use it. You can keep going, and I'm thinking this is where I want to have it all. I figured it was an alt account. I didn't even look at the name. Okay. Now, this is the tricky part. Aha! I knew it. I knew there was one remaining. There we go. That solves that. I've got to figure this out. This might take a while. So I gotta figure out. I think this is going to be the Teku route. The Metal Maniacs, I'm going to have them knock down a door. I gotta find out where that door is, though. That's fine. Most of the stream is now just crunching noises. So, Teku, and then Metal Maniacs. That's fun. Okay, so warp anchors are a thing I'm gonna need. Whoops. I forgot that F4 is tied to a thing. I'm gonna have to turn that off. Let me do that real quick. Hotkeys, F4. Gone. Done. So, level editor, library. What? The elevator? I'm thinking bust through a door. The snowman? Yeah, sure. I could. Easily. I just paid money for a green screen, so I was just like, I should probably use that. Ideally, I would have wanted to make my own avatar, but that takes a lot of time. All right. And then we've got racing drones, and then just have one left for silencers. I just need to make a new stall here. So this is going to be shadeless green. Whew. Yeah, it's pretty easy to do. Just have them run into the door. I just have to make it very clear that it is breakable, because that's difficult to convey visually, and I don't want to like put a note just like, don't worry, just like run right into it, because that breaks the immersion a little bit. All right, this is where I'm at now. This works. This is a little bit of progress towards Swamp Realm, but unfortunately, I do have to go. I've got to call the stream here. So, any closing remarks? Why don't we take a look at just a quick preview what we got in store for the Storm Realm, or the Swamp. A lot of work needs done. Oh boy, a lot of work. I've got the Hyperpod route here, no problem. I just need to grab the Blizzard Hyperpod. You know what? I will do that really quick. I will grab the Blizzard Realm. Blizzard Realm. That'd be my levels. It's going to be this one. And then okay. And then let's go ahead and I believe this is the right route. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Perfect. I'm just gonna rig this later. All right. That's that. I'll see you all next Saturday for the tournament. Tournament signups do start now. So go ahead and sign up, and I'll see you all.